morning, it's Catherine, and we're live, and it's time to train with me. I want you to have happy, healthy holidays. One of the things that we can do to have happy, healthy holidays is not blow off our fitness training. Here in the US, in California, it is the first Monday after the fall time change, so we get an hour back in the morning, that extra hour. And so what I did with that extra hour is I did a podcast on Blog Talk Radio talking about transformation fitness. And now I'm going to get started with my fitness training today. Couple of things I want to share before we get started. Thank you to my latest subscribers, Betty, Maud, Julie, Bertha, Elizabeth. Oh, and thank you to Notorious Wine Guy for your kind comment on my video for Easy Simple Keto Pork Chops. The structure is going to change just a little bit. This is going to be slightly harder training session, moving up the intensity just a little bit. Remember, this is for educational and entertainment purposes. Please check with your doctor before you start a new fitness or nutrition program, okay? That being said, a little bit different format. I'm going to start with a body weight warm-up, then the resistance training, and then the kettlebell swings, which I'll be using for my high intensity interval training, but I will be doing that in this sequence: body weight warm-up, resistance, and then high intensity interval training. I am going to do one round of each segment. So the body weight warm-up, if you were doing this as a full training session, you'd do it twice. The resistance training, you would do 3 sets. And then the high intensity interval training, you would do up to 5 sets, which would give you 100 kettlebell swings. All right, let's get started. So I've got my water, I got my camera, and we're gonna start with the body weight warm-up. And it's gonna begin with total body extensions, mountain climbers, squats, and then elevated push-ups right here on the counter. Total body extensions for 10. Dropping right down into a mountain climber for 10. Whoops, touching the back. Let's do cross body. And coming up. Next, we've got a body weight squat for 10. Let's go ahead and make this a prisoner squat, shall we? And finishing with an elevated push-up. My feet are slipping. I'm holding on. Woo, gonna get a glass of water. I'm actually gonna do that again. Your body weight warm-up is most effective if you do 2 rounds, so I'm gonna do 2 rounds. Oh, I forgot how fun those were. They're fun. All right. Woo! Total body extension. So my balance is better the second time around. Pulling in those abs. And of course, you can play your favorite music when you do these. I don't want to violate copyright, so I'm just doing them with the music in my head. All right. Mountain climber. Here we go. Cross body for 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Squat. Prisoner squat, opening up the chest, and it's a 1. Weight in the heels. And those push-ups. by putting down a yoga mat, I shouldn't slide so much. Yep, that's better. I like a tricep push-up, right? Elbows going straight back. Abs tight. Woo! If you can't do anything else and you want to get some movement in, we can do what I call a wake-up call. So you could do those 4 exercises and go for 4 rounds, go for longer. Say you've got a busy day ahead, holidays, we get very busy, and you just need to get something in. You can do this sequence up to 4 times. You could even do this a couple of times a day. You can do these to wake your body back up, get your energy going again. Ideally, of course, if you're doing a transformation program, you're gonna do the body weight warm-up, you're gonna do your resistance training and your intervals, and then stretch and cool down. And you can do that 3 times a week. The schedule I like, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then I like to practice yoga or maybe take a dance class in between. All right, here we go. Getting into the resistance training, we're gonna start with a chest press. Got my bench. Got my bench right here. Whoops. All right. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. All right. So I'm going to be doing 20s for my bench press. All right, here we go. For 8. 1 and 2. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're supersetting, so I'm going to go right into my suitcase squat. For 8. So this is a demonstration session. If I was doing this for real, I go back and I do those supersets 2 more times. But I'm gonna go right through, do the demonstration so you can see the total program. So now I'm going to go into the dumbbell row. Next superset, dumbbell row, Romanian deadlift. I always like to start with my left arm. My right arm is stronger. So coming back, and it's and down it goes. Right arm. Go into that Romanian deadlift. Supersetting saves time. A shout out to my friends at Sonora Sports and Fitness, where I achieved my original transformation back in 2008. So if you're at Sonora Sports and Fitness and you're in the gym at front, or pretty much any gym, they've got a good set of dumbbells there. They have benches there. You can do this training session there. All right, so I got my 20s. I could go heavier, but we're gonna do this today. So we're gonna grab those. All right, so Romanian deadlift. Clear the knees, stand and squeeze. Here we go. Clear the knees, stand and squeeze. Make sense? Clear the knees, stand and squeeze. 3, 4, it's 5, 6, abs tight, 7, don't roll out or roll in, and 8. All right, so now arms. Whew. I'm going to go with 10s for my curls, 8s for my tricep extensions. I want perfect form and I want full extension. So I'm gonna go a little bit lighter than I could go so I make sure that I get that full range of motion. All right. Here we go. For 8, 10-pound dumbbells, 8 reps. Exhalation, correct? On the hard part. If you have more time, you can certainly do these singly if you prefer, but I'm going to double them up. Here we go. Abs tight. Don't swing. All right. It doesn't matter what your fitness level is. If you need to use 2-pound dumbbells to get that full extension on your tricep extension, who cares? Use 2-pound dumbbells. I've been training for a long time and I'm still needing to use those 8s in order to maintain good form. Who cares? It's your body, it's your training session. We get into trouble when we start to look around us, see what everybody else is lifting and saying, oh gosh, I'm a wimp if I'm using 8s. You are not. You're using good technique and you're using good form. One of the reasons, and I have seen it with my own 2 eyes, if we are using poor form, it is difficult to, poor form leads to poor form. So if you're out of form as you're training, you're not going to create the form that you want to create. And good form leads to good form. It all goes together. All right, so now it's time to do the kettlebell swings, which is going to be my high intensity interval training. And so what I do in order to make it interval training is I do my swings and then I do some arm movements or some leg training in order to recover in between sets. So I'm not going to do the full session, but I am just going to demonstrate. In order to challenge myself and to actually make it high intensity interval training instead of just interval training, I am going to need to use a 20-pound kettlebell, which is going to challenge me. So I am going to do a little bit of warming up and then I'm going to do 20 swings and then go into some of the arm and leg movements that I would use in order to break that up. So if you want to do the total high intensity interval training round with the kettlebell, you're going to do 5 sets of 20 swings. If you're a beginner, you do 5 sets of 10 swings and of course you use a lighter kettlebell. Make sense? All right. So, water first. Yes. Drinking some water. Getting the 20-pound kettlebell. And just for it to get a little bit warm with this, I'm going to flip it up, hold it by the horns, And I am going to go down into the squat and gently rocking back and forth in the squat position with a neutral spine, and then pushing back up. And 2 more times, coming into the squat, slight movement. Loading the heels, coming back up 1 more time, into the squat. Load the heels and come back up. I'm also going to do a couple of kettlebell deadlifts with a touch. I'm just gonna do 5. Gonna reach back. I'm gonna do 8. Now I'm gonna do 10. And down it goes, and now I feel good and warm. Checking the area around me. My dog Dimitri is on the floor right here. Want to make sure I don't swing it at him. Plenty of room behind me, plenty of room in front of me. I gotta fix the yoga mat here. You don't need a lot of room, but you do need enough room. Here we go. Setting it out in front of me. So I'm going to do 20 swings, stick ups, and then my leg swings, and that'll be it. If I was doing this for real, doing my training session for real, I would do 5 sets. All right. Hinge the hips back, grab the bell, and 16. Whew. And then to recover in between stick ups. And then I would do 20 more swings, and then I'd do leg swings. Trying to keep this in. More swings, and then reverse flies. More swings. Whew, and then probably tendus. Because remember, I'm recovering to do another set of swings, but just something helpful to do while I recover. Straight leg, fully pointing the toe. Let's get back in. I'll actually do 20 more swings. Dismount. And I'm going to put it away because I'm going to do one more leg exercise. Some leg lifts to the back. Checking behind me. Pointing. Keeping the hips in front. Pressing on the counter. Lifting it back. Keeping my chest upright. and finish out. Not perfect, just better each day, right? Of course, we're doing our best. You know the Sugar Freedom program. Cut sugar, grains, and vegetable oils. Add iron. Resistance training, high intensity interval training, flexibility. Woo! My favorite stretch. Inhale up, flat back down. Inhale up. You're coming down with a flat back, then release the head and come up. Last time, inhale up. Release down with a flat back, let the head go. And roll up. Feet together. Stretch to the side. And stretch to the side. To sum up and to wrap up, happy, healthy holidays by continuing to do our training. You can do just a little bit if you want to. If you need to, just simply cut it back to those body weight intervals, 4 times in the morning, maybe 4 times around lunch, 4 times after dinner. You really can maintain your health and fitness with body weight training. Most important thing as we get into November and December, just don't blow it off. Do something, even if you're just doing some fitness as what I call a placeholder. So you're just holding that space, right? You heard of holding the space. You're holding the space for fitness, doing some fitness, not letting go of your training. And one of the things that will happen is you will discover that it makes you feel better and it gives you energy. And that will encourage you to continue to do your fitness practice even during November and December, so that when you do come back, if you want to come back and do a transformation in January, you're going to be ready to roll. So I am going to go ahead and make the commitment now. I will be doing transformation fitness, doing a transformation fitness challenge in January. As I mentioned before, I am going to be singing with the St. Mary's Women's Choir at Carnegie Hall in March. Woohoo! And so January, February, March, 3 months, 12 weeks, the absolute perfect period of time to commit to a fitness transformation or a transformation fitness program, really get incredible results, and you can join me because you'll have the food, the fitness, the mindset, and the recovery. I call it the team technique. Thinking, eating, allies, I'm your ally, and your fit friends are your allies, and movement. So once again, thinking, eating, allies, and movement, put it all together over time, and it will give you wonderful results. Thank you so much for joining me. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, ask a question. Every question you ask makes me a better trainer. Thanks everybody, and I'm Catherine Best Gordon for sugarfreedom.com. Bye-bye, and see you next Monday right back here for another live training session with me, Catherine Best Gordon. Bye-bye.